Hello everybody, it's Croft Studios here. I am here with a mock video. I know it's been quite some time since I uploaded a video, but over the years that I have not uploaded, I've been working on other projects, kind of indulging in other hobbies, but I do have some mocks that I have made over the last few years and I'd like to get out to you guys just because I miss making videos and I want to show you guys some cool stuff I've been working on. So today we're here with a Lego Studio Ghibli mock. It is Castle in the Sky. It is a movie from 1986 that scored 96% on Rotten Tomatoes and is a movie that lives in the hearts of Studio Ghibli fans all around the world. It's a cult classic in my eyes for the industry as a movie and for just how great the story is by itself. I decided to make a miniature model of the castle in the sky as the mock for this movie. I thought that was the best way to approach this one, and I don't really do a lot of mocks like this, but I figured I'd make something maybe less minifigure oriented and more modular or small scale oriented. So what we'll do is we'll go into some detail with this awesome mock, and I'll show you guys just how I built it. So probably the play feature of this mock, if you would call it that, is the fact that the castle, the floating castle, is actually on this display stand down here with the movie's logo on it. Very simple. But what you can do is actually you can remove the castle from the stand itself, and it just pops out like this to allow you to have the display stand here by itself, but you can show this around to your friends. So we're going to take a look at the stand first, and then we'll move into the castle. Who are we kidding, everybody? Everybody wants to see the castle first. So we're going to go straight into it. We have the design from the movie, obviously, in this creation right here. The castle has three main layers of the castle right here, just as shown in the movie when you're looking at the side of it. This is much larger scale. This is an entire city that rests atop this castle right here. And there are tons of buildings and interesting places to go within this whole thing. It's a lost civilization's castle that they used, and it has ancient technology that the people in this movie are trying to get a hold of, including the governments of the movie, as well as lots of other plots going along with it. So it's a very interesting structure in and of itself. You have yourself some viewing planes up here, different areas people are walking around. Just tried to make it look as green and tan as possible to match those colors. And then this is kind of like a grassy top that's grown over top of it over time. This castle's actually been in the sky this entire time, and people have been searching for it for years. And then atop this, we have the castle itself, which has white columns along with brown roofing. And we have the tree that is in the middle of this castle that is kind of like the life of the castle at this point in time, obviously. And it's a very, I think, interesting model to look at just for the color and the structure alone. It's a very odd building techniques that I used to make this. You can see how the structures actually roll around this thing in a circle. And now we'll take a look at the bottom of it just to see kind of how the construction of it works. Well, I can say for certain this is the first time I've ever used one of these pieces for something useful in a mock. This is those Star Wars planet sets that they came out with. They were pretty small sets, around $10 sets, and they had these planets inside of them with little spaceships and a minifigure. I actually used it as the bottom piece and what rests on that display stand. Just like the movie, it has kind of an orb piece down here, and I didn't know how to replicate that shape. And this was the piece that came to mind in terms of the scale I was looking for. And then the bottom of this actually has Technic going throughout it. And I will show you on the display stand one of the other play features of this, but you can see we have Technic arms going in and out of this, and we have pieces going around that creates the base of this. So it allows for structural stability. You can see I actually just dropped that a little bit and it's fine. It's got very strong bones on the inside of this thing for being such a delicate looking model. So I think that was the right design to go with for this, as it's a display piece mostly. It still is a little, you know, on the flimsier side if you're trying to move it around, which I wouldn't play around too much with. But if you grab the base of this, you're going to be perfectly fine moving this thing around. So we're going to take a look at the display stand. So the display stand is actually nothing special. I tried to make it black just to, because a lot of the Technic pieces, I wanted them to be the same colors. And it actually kind of has a suspension system with the feet where it can, you know, it's a very large and kind of awkward castle. So sometimes it moves around, it needs some structural stability. So this thing is going to be great for that. It's not going to move around you. It's got those Technic legs on there that are very structurally sound. On the bottom, you can see how that looks. And then we also have the logo here, Castle in the Sky. It used to be a sticker on here, but it peeled a little bit, so we had to use some tape on it. But we've got Castle in the Sky here, so if you display it on a low-lying table, the name will face forward and up like that. But you can also take this and flip this to the other side. And this is kind of what we were doing, because we had it very high up in a room, so it displays downward when you're looking up at it if you place it on a high shelf, which is how we had it. So either way, there's a way for you to be able to read this graphic, and that's something that we wanted to make sure of. And the way the castle sits in here, there's no actual clicking bricks or anything. The bottom piece rests in here, which is this tan little joint piece on the bottom. So when we place it, it kind of just rests on the inside of that, and it acts as a buffer to keep it from moving around and bumping into stuff. So that's kind of the way we designed it. It's worked out really well for us as a MOC, just to be able to display it and kind of put it in different ways. And you know, we're really happy with the way it turned out. I'm going to show you the last playability feature with this as well. So one of my favorite features about this MOC is that it actually does have a spinning feature with this base right here. You can spin this island all around that bottom base piece, which I showed you. So I'll take it out and we'll take a look at the bottom right here. Get some light on that as well. You can see the way this bottom piece operates is it's a separate piece from this. So you can actually spin it from this bottom base and orient it in whatever way you like. So there's not too much of it outside of that. It was a MOC that we thought was a really fun way to showcase this movie in Lego form. We could have made a minifigure scale set, but I wanted to try something different, and I thought this was the perfect opportunity to do that. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this MOC. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching the video. I'll be uploading some more MOCs soon, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.